So look at that. One-to-one motion controller support with UEVR in Robocop. What did I say in my previous video again?
Immersed robot.
So yes, I'm an idiot, I'm a moron, and feel free to use those ideas and many more in the comments to this video. For those who don't know, my previous video, which I've now deleted because it was completely inaccurate really, it was my own idiotic fault really that I didn't look into things deep enough, and it was a bit of a ranty video anyway. I wasn't really happy with it. It was made on a whim, where I was just getting increasingly more frustrated by, it felt like people were gaslighting me really to say that it is one-to-one, but the profile that I was using wasn't one-to-one with the motion controller in-game. And this was just like a culmination of other things that I felt weren't really being covered properly in the limitations of UEVR. But this specific problem that I was talking about in that last video was just caused by me using the wrong profile, believe it or not. Now, some people in comments did point this out. They said basically, look, you're using the wrong profile, mate. And then Paradise Decay and Daysnetic looked into this as well. And Lee, Daysnetic, contacted me and said, look, you're using the wrong profile, mate. And it turns out, yeah, that's exactly what was wrong. So it's my own fault. I didn't look into things deep enough, and it was my mistake. So that's why I deleted that video. It's because I didn't want more people watching it and getting incorrect information from me. So I'll put a link to this version, this profile, which now gives full 6DOF one-to-one motion controller support within the game. And it's now, no matter if you pan, if I twist the gun, everything looks like it should do. It operates correctly. And for some reason, I don't know how I downloaded the incorrect profile. I thought I was downloading the correct one from the Flat to VR Discord, but obviously I wasn't. And also, the thing to remember, and I was aware of this, so I'm pretty sure I did it anyway, but you do need to sort of clear out the directory of previous versions of the mod for whatever game you're playing in UEVR, otherwise it won't necessarily update it. So that's the other thing to remember. But this works great now, and I just wanted to make this video just to clarify things and apologise, I suppose, because I don't want to give out false information. And like I say, that video was just a culmination of frustrations and things like that, really, that I was feeling at that time. So I made it in about an hour, published it immediately, and pretty much immediately regretted it because when I watched it back, I was just ranting too much in the video. I don't really want to make videos like that anyway. But regardless of that, the information I was giving was wrong if you're using the correct profile. Now, the reason, I just want to give a bit of background as well. The reason I jumped to that conclusion a little bit too quickly was because I've tried a few different profiles for different games in UEVR. Now, the Outer Worlds, the profile that I tried in that also behaved exactly the same way as the one which I tried in Robocop. So it wasn't one-to-one. So I'd like to know, I'm going to look into this as well, but if people know if the same is true for the Outer Worlds and pretty much any other UEVR that doesn't have true one-to-one motion controller support, then let me know. Maybe it's just a case of getting people who know more about UEVR than I obviously do to create the profiles, and then we're away. I think they're having it quickly looked into it. It does seem like there is a way for the Outer Worlds to work with one-to-one motion controller support like Robocop, but I don't want to say categorically if that's true or not yet, because I'm correcting one mistake in this video. I don't really want to do another one. But yeah, that's pretty much it really, because I just wanted to say that it was a mistake. What is it I say? It's a I'm going to die here anyway. It's a big man who can admit to his mistakes. So with that in mind, I'm not quite sure why I'm admitting to it, but yes, I did definitely make a mistake on that last video. So yeah, I'll try to look into things a bit more deeply in future and not just make a video on a whim like I did without looking into things properly. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Please dislike this one because it probably deserves it, and I'll see you next time.
Tell me